I made a video on dating an avoidant person, and somebody in the comments left me this. Basically, she says that she was secure until she met this person, and then she developed a bunch of issues while being in that relationship. So let's talk about it. A little disclaimer here, I don't know this person's situation personally, and from the very little bit of conversation that we had, I gathered some information, but very little again, so I cannot determine what happened in that relationship, nor do I claim that I'm this amazing expert and a psychic who just sees everything for what it is. But her comment brought up an interesting point, which is whether or not you can become insecure while you're in a relationship with somebody. I have my own thoughts about this that I want to share with you, so I really hope that this video helps you. If it does, please don't forget to let me know by hitting the thumbs up button and consider subscribing to my channel if you found this video helpful and you want me to talk more about topics like this one. Can you be in a relationship with somebody and develop some insecurities and some issues regarding your self-worth and your value while in a relationship? Of course you can. But can your attachment style change while you're in a relationship with somebody? Honestly, I don't think the answer is yes or no, because this is a little bit more complicated than that. We all intuitively have an attachment style that just comes out naturally. It's kind of a part of who we are, how we interact in intimate relationships. For some people, they are anxious, others are avoidant, and some people are secure. When you're in a relationship with someone who has some kind of personality disorder, or they're a master manipulator or a narcissist, and you guys develop a crippling way of interacting in that relationship, of course this is going to impact you individually and create an unsafe, toxic environment for that relationship. And you can develop some skills that might be unhealthy for you in the long run. For example, if you're in a relationship with someone who is constantly cheating and lying, and you're trying to stay in that relationship, you might become extra paranoid or very anxious, and you might want to call them 100 times a day to double check that they're not doing something they're not supposed to be. This is all very possible, and you can develop coping mechanisms that aren't your natural attachment style. However, I want to caution you about taking the blame and putting it on your partner or your ex-partner, because when you put that responsibility on them, you're kind of letting yourself think that you're powerless and that it's because of them you're now messed up, which is not a very healthy way of thinking as an adult human. I would question whether or not you had some kind of anxiety within you that you weren't really paying attention to until you got into a relationship with a person who is constantly triggering that part of you out of you. If you adopt a victim mentality and you choose to live your life in that way, you're always going to blame somebody, whether it be your ex-partner, the way that you grew up, something that happened to you, and you will have a million other reasons why you can't change and improve your relationship, which is why I strongly encourage you not to take this position and live your life from that state. If I were in this position and the thought crossed my mind that I was secure until I met this person, I would question whether or not that's actually true. Have I felt a little insecure in my other relationships? And how did that go? Maybe the problem is your compatibility, because other than your attachment style, there are so many compatibility factors that go into whether or not two people can make it long term. And another thing is, I truly believe that we attract someone who is either our opposite or someone who is meant to help us grow in some form while we go through life experiencing that relationship. By focusing on this viewpoint, you're able to structure your life in the future. I would strongly encourage you to not lean that way, even though it might be easier and it might feel good in the moment to take that blame off of yourself. Perhaps it is your partner's fault. Perhaps they did hurt you that badly where you feel like that is true. I just want you to be able to understand the consequences of the thoughts that we choose to accept as true and make it a part of our story. If you found this video insightful and you actually want to learn how to think and act like a secure person, I have a program that is going to help you get there in the shortest time possible, and it literally requires 15 minutes of your time a day in order to build skills that will make you securely attached. If you have any questions for me, feel free to leave them down in the comments below. I love reading feedback from you guys and being able to actually talk to my community, interact with you. I want to wish you all of the love in your love life. Thank you so much for watching.